My parents ignored my birthday again, but when they saw my $94,000 Mercedes on Instagram, my dad called. Where did you get the money? Family meeting tomorrow, 6 p.m. They had no idea what was coming. I'm Marcus, and I've been the invisible son for years. While my parents throw celebration parties every time my younger sister Emma gets a participation trophy in her dance classes, I quietly became the youngest regional sales director at a tech startup making serious money. The favoritism has been absolutely insane my entire life. When Emma wanted to try violin at 15, they bought her a $2,000 instrument without hesitation. When I asked for help with college textbooks, Dad literally handed me a McDonald's application and said when she decided violin wasn't for her and wanted to switch to dance, they enrolled her in the most expensive studio in town, paying $400 monthly without blinking. Last month was the absolute final straw. Emma announced she's switching from dance to pottery because she found her true artistic calling. My parents immediately offered to fund a $3,000 pottery wheel, kiln, and complete studio setup. Mom was so excited she started researching pottery classes that same night, already planning Emma's artistic future. Meanwhile, I've been living off ramen noodles and sleeping on a mattress on the floor because they told me at 26 I should figure out my own finances and stop being a burden on the family. When I asked for a small loan to help with a security deposit on a better apartment, Dad gave me a 45-minute lecture about fiscal responsibility. The irony? While they were treating me like a complete financial liability, I'd been quietly crushing it at work. 3 months ago, I closed the biggest software integration deal in our company's entire history. A Fortune 500 client signed a 3-year contract worth $2.8 million, and my commission structure meant serious money was finally coming my way. That's when I got my quarterly commission check, $47,000 after taxes from that one deal alone, plus my regular salary and performance bonuses. Instead of being smart and investing it responsibly, I decided to make a statement that would completely shatter their perception of my life. I walked straight into the Mercedes dealership that afternoon. The AMG C63S was sitting in the showroom like automotive perfection. Matte black paint, twin-turbo V8 engine, 469 horsepower of pure German engineering. The kind of car that makes people stop mid-conversation and just stare in amazement. The salesman initially treated me like I was completely wasting his time. Young guy in jeans and a hoodie looking at a $94,000 car, he barely made eye contact. That changed real quick when I said I wanted to put $30,000 down in cash and finance the rest. Suddenly, I was his favorite customer. But here's the absolute genius part. I didn't tell anyone about the car or the commission. I just went about my normal routine for an entire week, letting my parents continue their narrative about their struggling oldest son who couldn't get his life together. Then, last Friday night, I posted one casual Instagram story. Nothing fancy, just a photo of my hand on the steering wheel with that iconic 3-pointed Mercedes star clearly visible in the corner. The caption was simple: new ride. My phone absolutely exploded within an hour. First it was Emma, who screenshot the story and sent it with confused question marks. Then my mom called twice, but I let both calls go straight to voicemail. Finally, Dad called with a completely different tone. His voice was serious, almost suspicious. Marcus, we need to talk immediately. That car costs more than most people make in an entire year. Family meeting tomorrow, 6 p.m. sharp. Don't be late. I showed up 15 minutes early and parked right in their driveway, positioning the car perfectly so they'd see it the moment they walked outside. When Dad opened the front door and saw the AMG sitting there, his face went completely white. Mom came up behind him, and I watched her mouth actually fall open. Son, Dad said slowly, if you're involved in something illegal, we need to know right now. That's when I pulled out my phone and showed them my banking app. Account balance, $73,000. Then I handed him my employment contract, my commission statement, and my latest performance review. His hands were literally shaking as he read the numbers. $47,000 commission in 1 quarter? That's after taxes, I said calmly. The gross was $62,000. Mom was staring at the commission check, then at me, then back at the check. You make more than your father does. Emma just stood there in the doorway, looking at the car, then at me, like she was seeing me for the first time in her entire life. I had been quietly building an empire while she collected participation trophies.